What's up everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Irene Iron Travels.
A quick background on us. My name's Chris, this is Aaron. We have been full-time RVers for 2.5 years. We started in a Sprinter van, we recently sold that, we purchased this Tremor truck and a travel trailer. Until that trailer is ready for pickup, we will be living in our rooftop tent.
Which brings us to today's episode where we're going to talk about the lithium battery system that's right below our seats, the secondary system in this Tremor truck, and what powers our rooftop tent behind us. Okay, first off, a couple things. One, we are brand partners with Battleborn Batteries, and they did partially sponsor this system. We've been with them for over 2 years now, and I can truly say that they did change the way we RV live. I'm not going to say you have to have lithium batteries to do it, but man, does it make your life way easier. Second, I want to say our back seat does not normally look like this. It is piled with stuff. It took me about a half an hour to empty this out and throw it in our clam that's outside right now. I wish our truck looked like this. It's such a comfortable spot. We would love to have it like this, but unfortunately we have all of our RV gear with us waiting for our new travel trailer. So let's get right into this system, which I have tucked underneath the seat. And it's basically a system just like you would find in an RV, but a miniature version of it. I also want to say there's easier ways to do what I did here, of course, with like a portable lithium type of system. And at the end of this video, I'm going to go over the few reasons why I didn't want to go that route. So I'm just going to briefly talk about what is in this system here. And then in the future, we're going to do longer videos on each part, how I installed it, the nitty-gritty details, the fuses, the wire size, all that good stuff. So this is just going to be a quick overview. This is the heart right here. It is a 100 amp hour lithium Battleborn battery. We live and work full-time in this rooftop tent right now, so this is what's getting us through the day. Now, it's also charged two ways. One is a Victron DC to DC charger. It's a 30 amp, and then the second is a zamp solar panel that I have mounted on the back of the truck, and a Victron Bluetooth smart charge controller. Like I said, this is just like an RV system. It has a positive bus bar, a negative bus bar, a Bluetooth monitor shunt so I can see exactly what the system is doing, and then it has a 6 fuse DC system here where I can hook up all of our lights and power points. And then all of this is controlled by a master resettable 150 amp switch that you can just shut the system off if you need to, or it's a 150 amp breaker that would protect the main battery. Oh, and I can't forget this 1000 watt inverter. I was gonna not do an inverter on the initial system, keep it really simple. You can see it didn't turn out very simple, but we really enjoy having this. We run our electric kettle with it. We charge certain things that have AC connectors with it. Chris does her hair maybe with it. And it just completed out the entire system to make it just like I said, a mini RV system. Okay, inside here, there are two 12 volt power points. They're 20 amp. We have one here, which is like our charging station. All of our cell phones, battery cameras, laptops, like anything we want to charge inside goes right here. Also, our hotspot is in the back here, and the hotspot we leave on 24/7, which also is connected to our security camera, which is a Wise camera on the back, and that's connected to a MIMO antenna, which we have stuck to the back of the window. And the reason I have this tucked way back down here is because if you put that in the window, the sun heats it up and the battery overheats, and then it shuts off to protect itself. And then the second power point is on this side over here, which is dedicated to our CFX55 right here. So that's plugged in all the time, and that was crucial for us. Like I said, we are full-time RVers and we need to have a fridge and food. So this thing has been a lifesaver. Next, I'm going to show you a couple things outside, and then we're going to take it upstairs into the rooftop tent, and Chris is going to show you how we power that thing. And then up top here, is the 90-watt zamp solar panel. This is their 90-watt long version, and it just fits so perfectly on our rack. Had to have it. So this, along with that Victron Bluetooth charge controller, is constantly charging our battery no matter what. Portable panels is another great option, which we may continue to go that route if we need more power, but just having this full-time, like a regular RV system, I absolutely love it. Let's head to the other side of the tent and I'll show you how we have power connected to this rooftop tent. Okay, the third power point I ran from inside the truck through a little trap door in between the cab and the bed, up through here and attached to the underside of the tent. And that's where we plug in all of our power. So this tent is actually lithium powered. Outside we do have a light that kind of comes underneath here. And that's one of the projects I want to continue to do too, is to put more lighting under and around this truck and tent. I only used 3 of the connections out of that DC power block in there, so I still have 3 more fused connections that I can put lights or add more sockets inside or outside, and so we still have room to expand this system. Next up, let's head upstairs and check in with Chris and see what we got going on up there.
Welcome to the penthouse suite. I like to call this the upstairs, and it really does feel comfortable because it is powered by lithium. If you are on the fence about buying lithium, you should check out Battleborn's sale right now. They're doing a really hot summer sale and the discounts are definitely worth checking out, so check out the links below. And I'm going to show you everything that we have operating up here. We will also be putting links below for all of the products that we have tried, that we use, and that we trust. The only link that we are not going to include is for our power splitter, which is actually fed directly into the power source that Aaron just showed us below. And then this feeds up here through the tent and it splits into 2 ports so that we can have multiple 12 volt, and then it also has these USB chargers in there as well, so you can put it up to 5 devices at one time. And the things that we normally run when the splitter is working is, first of all, we have a 12 volt electric heated blanket that's right here, powered by this switch. It toggles on, it's on a timer for 45 minutes. Being in the mountains, it is nice and sunny and warm during the day, but the nights get quite cold. They drop down to 40 and it is freezing in a tent. So this electric blanket is critical for staying warm. That's one of the things. Secondly, we have this light. It's a rope light up above my head, and it has a really nice touchpad controller. Oh, it's right here. And it dims, so it can be very bright or it can be very low light, depending on what type of a mood you're going for. Below that rope light that Aaron showed you, we also power that through this charge as well. So we'll need to pick and choose which of those we want plugged in and powered at any given time. Usually it's pretty simple. When we're still outside, we have the outside light on, and then when we come into bed, we'll switch it out for the indoor light. We also have these charging cables up here. These are your standard USB cable charges. They power our cell phones, our tablets, these fans, which is a great product. These are Opular fans that really do kick a good breeze around. If I didn't have those on right now, I would be really, really hot. We can have the fans actually charging while they're running if they are low on battery juice, which we usually have them pretty full up so that we don't need to have the cables running through the bed. We do carry flashlights in here. We each have a his and hers, so if these get low, anything that we just need for survival and comfortability up here, it's really awesome not to have to bring a power pack up for my cell phones. I remember the first time I brought my power pack up and I was like, oh, I can plug it in. It's so sweet. And it just makes it feel like home.
I know some of you guys are going to be yelling at the screen right now saying, why would you do such a complicated system in a truck like that? And honestly, there's a few reasons why we did. Number one, you can see the space or lack of space that we don't have in this thing. It's completely packed. We have all of our full-time RV living stuff with us, waiting for our new travel trailer to be built. And an extra, you know, Jackery or Goal Zero is a big box, and it would just take up a lot of space. Next, we're not going to be using this thing as a portable system. It's not going to be in the truck and then up in the tent and then out in our clam. We needed it to be in place and have access at all different ports. So our fridge can be plugged in all the time here, and we could have access to power while we're in the tent at night. And last, I know it's really convenient to get it in an all-in-one box like that, and that is going to be a really good solution for a lot of people. But one thing I didn't like is that those come with like a 2-year warranty. And if any one of those components broke on the box outside of the 2 years, you might just have a very expensive paperweight. This way, because my system is all individually components, the Battleborn battery has a 10-year warranty. The other components have their factory warranties. And if, you know, one of those small components broke, I could just replace it instead of replacing the entire box. Don't forget to check out the links down below if you're interested in any of this stuff. And like I said, we're going to be doing more in-depth videos on all of these components, on actually how I installed them, as well as continued full-time RV living in this rooftop tent Tremor truck. So we'll catch you on the next video.